My name is Mike Todd. I have lived in the Denver area for approximately 50 years. And my connection with the transplant program is approximately 6 years ago, I received a single left lung transplant. In January of 2009, I had a lung infection that put me in an extremely critical condition for several days. The doctors actually were never able to absolutely pinpoint the fact that I had this or that. It was a very severe lung infection. That's all they've been able to tell me. When I was finally discharged from the hospital, I found out that I would be on full-time oxygen, that I would not get any better. I was informed that a transplant would be something I should think about at that time, and for several reasons I declined it. By January of 2016, my respiratory function had gone down quite a bit. In January, I again had an infection, very serious. After that, I saw a specialist at one of the pulmonary specialty facilities, and he informed me that I had just plain run out of time, that he understood the reasons I had not been interested in a transplant before, but informed me that I was running out of time. If I didn't get a transplant, he said, basically, you need to start getting your affairs in order. And at that time, I was referred to the UC Health facility, went through the process of testing, and was accepted and put on the national waiting list. The call, as I call it, came at 11:41 p.m. One of the doctors from the hospital called and said that they had a donor who was an absolutely perfect match for me. I accepted the offer to go ahead with the procedure, and he explained that there was an awful lot that still had to be done. And even though he had just given me the information that I was going to get a life-saving, pretty significant operation, he wanted me to try to get a little bit of sleep, and they'd call me in the morning. And I did get a little sleep, and I didn't expect them to call at 8 o'clock in the morning. And they said, I know your hospital bag is packed. We would like you here within the hour. So went to the hospital. There was some waiting time. And then that night, they did a single left lung transplant. And I received the lung of a 20-year-old young man. After my transplant, this whole process became very interesting. And I found that I was able to become an advocate for life with the Donor Alliance. I have been asked to tell my story to folks at the Lions Rocky Mountain Eye Bank, and I have become a volunteer mentor in a national program for people who are considering waiting for or had a lung transplant. In general, I think it has increased my faith in humanity a little. I also, now having lost a daughter, have a better understanding for what my donor's family went through when their son became a donor. It has also been truly amazing that two families that never knew each other are tied together as close as one family now because of this process. And the fact that they can, in my case, recover an organ out of state, fly it to Denver, put it in me, and within 10 hours of completing the operation, I was breathing by myself on room air.